Hello YouTube makeup lovers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to Be Lounge Makeup, I really hope that you guys stick around and subscribe for more videos. I am here with a packing video for you guys. I love to film packing videos. One, because I love to share my travel tips and tricks with you guys. And two, because if I'm filming this video, it probably means that I'm going to be taking a vacation or a nice trip very soon. And that is exactly the case. At the end of the month, I'm going to be going with my family to Spain. We're also going to do a cruise in the Mediterranean. The whole family is going to be going and we're really excited. It's pretty much like our annual family trip. Last year we went to Alaska and then this year we picked the Mediterranean. But I did want to film some travel videos for you guys. I really don't know exactly what I am going to be filming. For sure, this first video is going to be dedicated to my makeup and my toiletries because I think that's like one of the most fun ones to film. I do like to take my makeup abroad. I mean, I feel like this is a trip that I would want to take a lot more makeup than others. It's not a trip where I'm going to be simple and take a tiny little makeup bag. This is one where I do want a whole array of makeup. Of course, I don't want to exaggerate because my makeup bag is pretty big. It better fit in there. If it doesn't fit in there, then I'm not going to take it. But like I said, it's not going to be a little travel bag video, but I'm also not going to take a Zuka bag filled with makeup. So I'm really excited about it. When I go on cruises, I'm going to be going to the Mediterranean. I'm going to be taking lots of photos. So those photos are forever. And when I do trips like that, I do like to pick pretty outfits for the pictures, try to look as nice as I can for the pictures, for the photos, with the hair and with the makeup. I mean, it doesn't have to be va-va-va-voom, but I do like to look nice and neat, just clean hair and just, you know, a nice face of makeup. It could be simple makeup, just, you know, I don't want to roll out of bed and take a photo in like Capri, you know, and look like crap. So pretty much, you know, this trip is not one where I'm gonna try to pack too light, but I do have to be very smart about it because it's also a pain in the butt, you know, to overpack a lot. But I am going to share with you guys what I'm going to bring. Like I said, this is the first video that I'm going to be posting of my packing. I still don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but for sure, we're going to start off with the makeup and the toilet. So for the makeup, I did want to first share with you guys my brand new makeup bag. And this is what it looks like. Like I said, it is a big makeup bag. It's not like a little small makeup case. But I'm just really excited about it, and I feel like for a makeup lover like me, it's something that, you know, you can always get really good use out of. It's not cheap. I saw this on Simply Sona's YouTube channel. She showed it. It's called the Diva makeup case by the brand Purse N. But every time I would go on the website, all the prints that I liked of this bag were never in stock. They were always sold out. The other ones that were in stock, I just really didn't like the print. And I feel like this one is more of a new print. It's kind of like rose goldy, you know, kind of looks a little bit of beige, but it has some, you know, some little like rose gold flecks. And I just thought it was really beautiful. But what's special about the bag is how it is organized on the inside. I think, did I share this with you guys when I did the GABYTEEMUA makeup class from BOXYCHARM? I think I might have showed this in that video because I took my makeup. And this is what it looks like. So one part has all these little compartments that you can pretty much take out. So I'm going to show you those one by one. And then it has the top part that is just like a big compartment here, and that you can fit a lot of products in here, like even your palettes. A big palette would fit in there with no problem, but you can really organize it real nicely on this side and just pretty much separate your makeup. So once I get this packing, I'm going to be really excited to share with you guys how it's going to end up. Right now, I just wanted to show it to you guys empty. So it has 5 little separate bags. It has it has 3 that are kind of elongated like this. The first one is this one, right? And this one has these little separators on the inside. So you can pretty much put maybe like some little palettes in there, here, so that they don't move. You also have a smaller one here. So this one has like these little things on the inside, which makes it a little bit unique. And then you can also put, I remember when I did that class, I put like some compacts in there and they stay nice, and you know, they're not falling all over the place. They sit nice and upright. Whereas the other ones that are also elongated like that don't have that. So these don't have, you know, that thing on the inside. Inside is very plasticky, so it makes it easy for cleaning in case you spill a product. You know, it doesn't stain like the fabric or the cloth because it's all plasticky in there. And then the third one is the same. So it's the same idea. You have a smaller one that looks like this. Again, it has the, you know, the plasticky inside so nothing gets dirty. You could probably put your smaller items in here. And then it has one that's a little bit, it's similar to these, but it's like a little bit smaller. There you see the size difference. And again, you can probably put other little things in here and just kind of separate them by size, by function, however you want, so that during your trip or vacation or whatever, you're a little bit more organized. So here they are again. There you can see the 3 long ones. That's the one with the little interior, the more medium size, and then the smaller one. Okay, so now my case is completely filled up. I'm ready to jump in and show you everything that I have inside. I just love the rose gold zippers and everything. Here it is. This is the main compartment at the bottom where everything is nicely organized in different cases. We're gonna jump in there and show you everything that's in there. And then you have this side right here, which the zipper pocket is where I have more like the palettes and the bigger items. I have some big brushes in here that didn't fit in my brush cup. So let's get started with everything that is inside my purse and Diva makeup case. So first I'm gonna start off with this section of the case. This is the bigger case that has the 5 pouches, and I wanna go into them one by one and show you everything that is inside the pouches. Right over here, I have a Ziploc bag with 2 products that I use a lot. These are pretty much the travel size, but I put it in a Ziploc just because it has a little bit more, you know, liquid than normal products, and I really wanted to take these with me. The Urban Decay All Nighter Spray is a great setting spray, and then the Smashbox Photofinish Primer Water. This I use all the time. A lot of the time I use it more to spray my beauty blender. Other times I just use it directly on my face. But yeah, since this has a little bit more liquid, I like to put it in a Ziploc and just put it right here in the corner. So I'm gonna start with the little pouches. Then the first small pouch, I have it more dedicated to my tools. So here I have the beauty blender. This is the Sapphire beauty blender. I also have a Morphe sponge. I like this one because it has the edge right here, which is really great for contour. I just think that these are 2 really great sponges. I am also taking our sharpener from Urban Decay. This is the Grindhouse sharpener. I always keep it in the box just because the sharpener gets kind of messy for travel, and I want to make sure that my bag doesn't get dirty, so that's why it's in the box. I also take the Blender Cleanser Solid. This is what I like to use my beauty blenders to clean them with, and you can also clean your brushes with them. And I'm also taking this. This I got in my FabFitFun box subscription, and it's like one of those silicone sponges, and I don't like it really for applying makeup, but I kind of like it because I like to pump my foundation onto here, and then I pretty much just rub it all over my face with the silicone sponge, but then I pretty much blend it in with either a beauty blender or a brush. But I like this because instead of pumping my foundation, sometimes I will pump it here and then dab it on my face. I pretty much just put it here, put this on my face. It doesn't absorb product, so it spreads the product well all over your skin. And then with a beauty blender or with your brush, you can just blend it all in, and it blends in very nicely. So that is everything that I have in this little baggie. The middle bag right here has more of my face stuff, like foundations and concealers. So let me show you what I'm taking in here. I am taking my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. This is one of my favorite drugstore foundations, if not my #1. I'm actually though just taking this one because this is a darker shade. I'm gonna be going on a cruise and I will be going to the beach. So it's not really gonna be the main foundation that I'll be using, but if I need to darken up the other foundations, I can always just add a drop of this one just to make the color match. So that's pretty much why I'm taking this one. As far as the main foundations that I'll be taking, I always like to travel with two because I have one for the daytime and one for the nighttime. For the daytime, I'm going to be taking this Dior Backstage foundation. I'm in the shade 1.5N. This is a waterproof foundation, so if I'm walking around and doing touristy things, I don't sweat, and I've been really enjoying it. It's also good packaging for travel. For the evening, I'm going to be taking the Hourglass Vanish foundation. I am in the shade Shell in this foundation, and this is a really fancy foundation that it would be beautiful for the evening. As you can see, these aren't really my go-to foundations, but I just wanted to keep on trying these new products that are the more recent ones that I have bought, and I really have been enjoying it. So I didn't want to do the usual and the safe and take the ones that I always take on trips. I do want to take products that I love, but I also don't want to take the same exact ones that I always travel with. I kind of just wanted to step out of the comfort zone and use all my new products that I have been enjoying. For concealers, I do the same thing. I take a concealer for the evening and I take a concealer for the daytime. I mean, you can definitely see the difference. For the evening, the one that I chose to take was the Tarte Shapetape foundation. This one, I mix the shades light, medium, and light. So this is the one that I like for the evening. The Laura Mercier foundation. This is a new one that came out and I'm really enjoying it. I mixed shade 1N and 2C for this one. And yeah, I mean, I know I can use this one for day and night, but I personally like this one for the daytime, and the Tarte Shapetape just has so much coverage for the evening that I like it better. I'm also taking this Maybelline Master Camo Corrector in green. This is just pretty much to cancel out any red on my skin, and lately I have been getting a little bit red, or I'll have a blemish that's red, and this always helps to, you know, cancel it out on the skin. It's not something that I use every day, but I do want to have it handy. And last but not least, I have a little sample of the IT Cosmetics CC cream. This is in the shade Light. I just love this CC cream. It's something that I can also use during the daytime or whenever. And since I had a little sample, I just kind of threw it in here. Now we're going to be moving into the bigger bags. And this one right here is also pretty much dedicated to the skin stuff, like the powders, you know, the face oils, things like that. And here, these are the products that I will be taking. First, I have from Tarte. This is the Tarteist Pro Glow in Expose. I got this in one of my subscriptions and I've never tried it, but I did swatch it, and it's a liquid highlighter, so I was excited to take it. So I want to test it out. It's a really pretty shade. Of course, I'm taking my Josie Maran. This is 100% pure argan oil. This really works. I also like to use this argan oil when I use the Hourglass foundation. I'm also taking the Farsali. This is the Unicorn Essence. This one I like to use as a primer. It just feels really beautiful on the skin. Also for a primer, I'm taking this sample from Makeup Forever. This is the Hydrating Primer. For travel, as you can see, I also like to take a lot of the small sizes and the sample sizes and primers. I mean, I have so many primers that I have in deluxe samples. I don't think I have to buy a primer in a million years. For a contour bronzer type of stick, I'm taking this one from Milk Makeup. This is the matte bronzer stick. A lot of the times I like to add a cream highlight and a cream bronzer. I just think it adds a little extra something to your makeup, which is pretty much why I'm taking the Tarte highlight and the Milk stick. Honestly, this Fresh Creme Ancien eye cream is pretty much one of the best eye creams that I have ever tried. So definitely taking this one with me. I had a ton of samples of eye creams, but I couldn't not take that one. I also have this one I actually bought. This is a small Becca highlight, and this is my favorite highlighter from Becca. This is the Champagne Pop. It is just such a beautiful, vibrant highlighter, and I just really wanted to take it. The camera doesn't do it justice, but I bought this one at Sephora, and it's like a smaller size, and it was obviously a cheaper price, and I just thought I love the size for travel. I have a little Hoola bronzer travel size that I also want to take. For corrector, this is the Eve Pearl Salmon Concealer, and this is in the shade Medium. La Mer Face Powder. This is a great setting powder for over the foundation. Even though this says Bésame, this is actually, I just reused the container, and inside here I have the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is what I use to set my concealer. And the last item in this bag is this deluxe sample of the YSL Touche Eclat Blur primer. I've never tried this primer. I actually haven't heard the best reviews about it, but I did want to test it out, and this is a really nice size for a primer, so excited to test it out. So I always like to take advantage and use these deluxe samples when I travel. And by the way, this is the bag in the makeup bag that actually has these separators here. They're not really separators, it just kind of helps you stand your products up so that they don't flap down. So this is pretty much why I put these products in here, because you can leave them standing up and they won't fall down, because this kind of keeps them up. And then you also, just like I put this here, you can put these little things in the little nooks right here, and it just helps you save space. So that is why I selected this as the bag for this, just because it has a lot of good spaces to pretty much put all these products in. I dedicated this to the eyes. So this bag has all my eye products. The first product I'm taking is the Pretty Vulgar. This is the gel liner. This is actually pretty big. It's not something I would normally take, but my Maybelline one dried up, so I'm just gonna take this one. This is the Ink Blacklist Gel Eyeliner. Stila Shimmer and Glow eyeshadows. The more green one is in the shade La Douce, and then the more pinky purple one is in the shade Cloud. Usually I would probably take the more neutral shades, but like I said, I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and be able to use most of my makeup, and taking these shades just kind of forces me to use these because they're really beautiful shades. So I always like to take some of these just to up my game with the makeup. From Laura Mercier, I'm taking the Caviar eyeshadow sticks. These I love. I'm just gonna take all the ones that I have, and these are pretty much the colors that go really well with my eyeshadows. I like to always use these as an eyeshadow base. This is Copper, Rose Gold, Moon Glow, and Sand Glow. I'm also taking this cream eyeshadow stick that I just got from Marc Jacobs. This is a beautiful shade. It's like a green shade, just because there's a eyeshadow in my palettes that I'm taking that are pretty much this shade, and I just always like to make the color be more vibrant with an eyeshadow stick, so I got it in this color. It's kind of like that green color. For mascara, I'm taking the Benefit Bad Girl Bang Mascara and this little sample of the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. NYX Light On Glide On Eyeliner. The gold one is Glitzy Gold, which is my all-time favorite. I use that every day. And this Sunrise Blue, just because there's another eyeshadow in one of the palettes that I definitely want to use and I needed the blue. So I try to definitely match all the products that I take with things that go with, you know, they complement the other makeup that I have. From Makeup Forever, I'm also taking these two eyeliners. One is, the mint one is M30 and the lavender is M92. These go really beautiful in the waterline, and I think you can use this with any type of eyeshadow. Just makes it look nice and bright, and I just like it. I think it gives it a different type of look. For liquid eyeliner, I'm taking my favorite, which is the Marc Jacobs Eye Defining Pen in the black, and in the brown, the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Mad Max Brown. For the brows, I have the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set. This is a new product. I haven't really tried it, so I'm gonna be taking it. And for the pencil, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in Blonde. This is definitely my favorite. For eyeshadow primer, I'm taking the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is a deluxe sample that I had, and I just wanted to test this one out again. I haven't used it in many, many years, but this was a new sample, and I know it's a good primer. And last but not least, I also have a nude eyeliner for the waterline. This is the Scandalized from Rimmel, and again, these always come in handy. I always just take one with me. Now the last bag is dedicated to all lip products. So these are all the lip products that I'm gonna be taking. I have all my types of shades that I love, my favorites, and then some products that are, again, out of my comfort zone and different. Of course, from Marc Jacobs, I'm taking the lip gloss in Flamingo. This is the Enamored Gloss, which I love. This is a Maybelline liquid lipstick in the shade Dreamer. These are really good. I really like these liquid lipsticks. From Bare Minerals, I'm taking these two glosses. This is a shiny gloss in Forbidden, and this is a more matte gloss in the shade Smooch. My current favorite gloss right now is from Tarte, and this is the H2O lip gloss, and this is in the shade Room Service. This one I actually think will look really nice with the Smooch, because this one dries up. It kind of like that little shade of like a pinky purple, and I think I can use it alone or with this on top to make a really pretty combination. From Milani, I'm taking this Blissful shade. This is one of the matte lipsticks. It's one of the ones that I love the most from that line. From Makeup Forever, I am taking this nude. This is a really beautiful nude that goes with everything. This is shade, I think it's C104 if I remember correctly, because I can't really see the number. Of course, my favorite gloss from Fresh Sugar Lip Caramel. It's actually a balm, a lip balm, and I love it. I use this all the time. This is really, really good. I got another one of the glosses from this H2O line, H2O gloss from Tarte. This is in the shade Zipline. This is my more peachy type of gloss for the trip. Dose of Color. This is my favorite shade from this line. This is in the shade Parfait. This is pretty much already almost at the end of the lipstick. I have a brand new one, but I'm gonna be taking this one just in case if it gets lost. I'd rather lose the one that it's almost finished than the brand new one. And for the colors that are a little bit more bright, I'm taking this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the shade Orchid. This is a shiny gloss in this beautiful pinky plum color, very vibrant. Kat Von D, I'm taking these two liquid lipsticks in these really vibrant colors. This one is called Mother. This one I don't know what it's called because the label in the back is no longer there, but these are really beautiful liquid lipsticks. I actually like to wear these a lot in the daytime when I want to go really easy on the makeup and I want to kind of go va-va-voom with my pout. It's just quick to take different lipsticks because you can just really up a look with a bright lip if you really don't want to take that much time on your eyes. Usually when I do like the crazy wow eyes, when I go all out with my eye makeup, I tend to go for the nude lip, and then when I use these is when I pretty much want to go light on the eyes and wow on the lips. And then I'm also taking this red one. This one I just got from Fenty Beauty. It's a beautiful red. It is like the perfect red. I think this applicator is so funny. I can't wait to test it out. I haven't even used it. I literally just bought it the other day, but it is the most beautiful red. Look at that swatch right there. What a beautiful red color that is. So that was everything in the main compartment right here. I've turned my bag around and now I'm going to show you what is in the big pocket. The first things that I have are my bigger brushes. The smaller brushes I have in a brush cup that is really good for travel. From Morphe, I'm taking the E42 for my powder brush. This one is from the Elite collection. For foundation, of course, this is my all-time favorite foundation brush from the brand Artiste. This is the Oval 8 brush. My favorite bronzer brush is from Sigma. This is the Soft Angle Contour brush, the F23. I also like to take this dual-ended Tarte brush. This is really great just for multitasking. I can always blend in foundation with this side and also blend in my concealer with that side, and this just works for any final touch-ups after I finish my makeup or to correct anything. So these I have in here just because they don't fit in the brush cup where I have all the other ones. For palettes, I'm taking two, actually 3 palettes. The first one I'm gonna be taking, which is really great for travel because it's nice and small and thin, is the KKW for Mario palette. This palette is beautiful. This is my favorite color in the palette. I love using that on the lid, but I just think it's a really gorgeous palette and I'm really excited to test it out a little bit more. This is the blue that I meant that I wanted to use, and that's why I took that blue liner, but I just think I can do a lot of neutral looks with this palette, so very excited to take this one and use it a lot. Then I'm also gonna take the Urban Decay. This is the Born to Run palette. I've really been enjoying this palette as well. No, of course, I don't need both, but I do want to play around with them because I feel like when I'm on vacation, I have more time to do my makeup than when I'm home. So I'm just excited to do different makeup looks and just utilize all this makeup. Also, sometimes I go through phases where I don't do any makeup on vacation, but for some reason, when I'm gonna be taking a lot of pictures, and this is kind of a more nicer family vacation, then you really wanna look good for all the photos. I'll do video, and it's just nice family memories that you wanna look really nice. So I do my makeup a lot on trips like this, and this palette I'm really enjoying. I especially like this Big Sky color. This is what I wore in my last video for my July favorites, I believe, and I just love the shade. This is the shade that I meant that goes really well with that Marc Jacobs cream eyeshadow that I bought. I'm taking this one. I kind of built this palette on my own. This just has all my go-to shades. I pretty much just took my most used shades from my neutral palette that I have. That is pretty much the one that I created myself. And now they have these new containers, which I think are really, really great. I discovered these at the MAC store, and I just thought it was perfect for travel. Of course, I have nylon, vanilla, all that glitters. This is Wedge, Cork, and Espresso. And these are just shades that I always use and that I love to take, especially these two, nylon and vanilla. Those are my go-tos, so I always take them. So when I saw these little palettes, you can just take 6 shadows. I just thought it was so convenient, and I can just pick from my big palette which are the ones that I need to use. And these are pretty much the ones that I'll probably reach for to complement the colors in the other palette, because there's really no other nylon in any of those 2 palettes, or no vanilla. I just really always grab these MAC shades. Those are like my go-to MAC shades that I always use. By the way, this is another MAC palette that I bought. I'm not gonna take it, but I did want to show it to you guys. See, this is a bigger palette. It's pretty much like half of this one, and you can pick the inserts. You can either pick 6 eyeshadows or you can pick 2 blushes. They also have one that has 9 shadows, but I just kind of think it's not really a good one to pick because you only have 9 eyeshadows. If you wanted to have 12 eyeshadows, you can just get 2 of the eyeshadow inserts, or you can have 4 of the blushes. So I just think this is a really cute choice. I'm not gonna take this on the trip, but I did want to show it to you guys. I also got it the day that I bought this one. I just really needed one for 6, and that was more than enough for me to take as my little MAC palette. For blushes, I'm gonna be taking this Narcissus palette. This is one of my all-time favorite blush palettes, and I think with this, you pretty much have everything that you need for the trip. You have your pinks, you have some more neutral colors, and I'm just excited to use this on the trip. So I love these blushes, and instead of taking a couple different blushes, I'm just gonna take this palette. And last but not least, I'm gonna take this palette from Laura Mercier. This is actually the palette that I wanted. This is a bronzer I kind of wanted to use. This one also works as a bronzer, just a little bit darker, but this is the one that I really like, the bronzer 03, and it's in this palette. And this is a lighter highlighter, more for like the daytime. Sometimes I like a more subtle highlighter for the daytime, and then I have the Champagne Pop from Becca for the evening. This one is more for the day. And then I have this bronzer, which that should be enough for the whole trip. If not, I also have the little sample of the Benefit Hoola bronzer. So yeah, I have 2 options for bronzer and 2 options for highlight. I also like to take some extra Ziploc bags in my makeup bag just in case I need them or they come in handy. Maybe to put in like the dirty beauty blenders and things like that. Or if someone is a pain in the butt in TSA, which usually now I've traveled a lot and I really have never had a problem. I just take my products in here. There really is no problem with the liquids, and the liquids that I have the bigger size are in here. But if someone makes me take out my products and put them in a plastic bag, I always have one in my case. So the rest of my brushes I take in this brush cup just because they're all protected, and I'm not gonna really go through all of them, but here I have the rest of my brushes. Like I have my Morphe brushes, which I like to use for blush, for highlight. I have some from Sigma for contouring, and then the rest are pretty much from Sigma. My favorite eye brushes are from Sigma. I feel like my favorite face brushes now are from Morphe, and eye brushes from Sigma. This is the one that I love to use for putting on my Laura Mercier setting powder under my eyes, the F64. Of course, the E55 is a flat shader. That's definitely a go-to. That's a flat shader brush. The E25 is the blending brush, and just a bunch of these. I'm also taking some of these that are the double-sided brushes because you kind of get, you know, 2 brushes in one. So these are always, these come in nice and handy and they're convenient. These were from some Sigma palettes, which I got rid of the palettes, but I kept the brushes. So this is pretty much it with the makeup part. Well, not pretty much it because it's a lot. This makeup part is what I take in my carry-on. I definitely don't check this in. This is very expensive stuff in here. I have spent obviously a lot of money on makeup, and I definitely want to take care of it, and I carry this with me on the plane, and man, it is pretty heavy. It's just kind of crazy. Sometimes I regret it when I do it, but then when I'm doing my makeup on the cruise and on my vacation, then I'm happy that I brought it. It's just the travel part that kind of sucks. So now we're gonna get into the toiletries. This is my toiletry bag. This one I do check in my luggage because this is just too heavy, and there's a lot of liquids in here that are definitely not the size that you can take on plane in your carry-on. So this definitely goes in my checked bag. This is a case from Sonia Kashuk. I got this at Target. I think it's called the Knockout Beauty Set. I'm not sure if they still have it available because I did get it a while ago. So here you have a big compartment right here. And here I have a ton of my toiletries in here. I also have a little pocket here, a zippered tiny pocket here, another big zipper in here. And then you also have the other side, which I think it's really great for organization because it has two little pouches here that have Velcro and that you can take out. So these come real handy. And then it has a little slip in here so that you can put in some other products as well. Also, yes, I know I'm not good about taking very small amount of toiletries. I need to have everything with me on vacation. This is a 2.5 week trip, so it's not like I can just go 3 or 4 days with a couple little things. I need a little bit more. The difference is that I take a lot of deluxe samples, I use them up, and I don't bring them back. I pretty much throw them out when I'm there. So let's get started with this. Here, I'm not really gonna go into too much detail, but here I have a lot of little samples. Like I have a lot of the samples of these Fab Ultra Repair Creams. These I like to take because I put them in my purse and I use them as hand creams, and that way I don't have to carry around a full-on hand cream. I also have some face masks that I want to take. I'm taking 3 just because I'm going to be sharing a room on the cruise with my brother and sister. Maybe you can do some sibling face masks. I also have some under eye gels, which I just haven't had the chance to test out, and I want to test them out. And on vacation I feel like I'll have a lot more time to test things out. I have some lip masks. This is a clay mask which got stuck to this other sample. This is a charcoal clay bubble mask, which I haven't used. And then I just have a lot of little samples like this, which I love to use on trips, products that I'm curious about. And then of course, once you use them, you can just get rid of them. So I like to take these just to test them out. So these go really nice in here. And then I have a lot of skincare products in this case. I'm taking the Simple Micellar Water, the Origins Vitazing. I have the Sugar Face Polish from Fresh. This is a scrub. I also have the Boscia Makeup Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil. This is to clean my makeup since it's an oil. It is a smaller size. It's 1.7 ounces, but I would hate for this oil to spill. From Dior, I have some more micellar water. This is the iLife Micellar Water. This is from Drunk Elephant. I'm really enjoying this anti-pollution sunshine serum. I like to put a pump of this with my moisturizer and it gives you a nice little glow. From Peter Thomas Roth, I love these Travel Max Complexion Correction Pads. These are really good. I've been using these a lot. And this is just one of those travel containers. Here I put the Kate Somerville Anti-Bach Lotion. This I love for blemishes, or if I break out, I use it a lot. So I just took a little bit of this one. I don't need the whole thing. In this other case, I have my face washes. This big one is the Origins Checks and Balances. I'm also taking the Tatcha, the Deep Cleanse. I've never tried it, so I want to test it out. I also have a little sample of the Kate Somerville Goat Milk. I really go through a lot of face wash while I'm on trips, especially if I'm rooming with my brother and sister because they always use my stuff. So these, I definitely won't be coming back with these. I'll be done with those over there on the trip. The Caudalie, I'm taking 2 of these. This is the Beauty Elixir. The small size lasts me a week. So since I'm going to be there for 2 weeks, I'm taking 2 of those. I also have the Tatcha. This is the gel cream. I love the more moisturizing one. That's the one that I'm currently using right now. For serum, I'm taking the Resurfacing Serum from Tata Harper. This is the one that I'm using right now in the full size, and I have a sample size. From Caudalie, I also wanted to try this serum. This is the Vino Perfect Radiance Serum. And then what is this here? And this is the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Face Butter if I really want to moisturize. So that is everything that is on this side of the bag. Then on this side, I have the more boring toiletries. Well, not that boring. In this case right here, I'm taking my perfumes. These are those Traveloo perfumes that you can pump any perfume that you want into these. They're really small and it really doesn't last all that much. So that's why I'm taking 3 small ones. And then this one is the Hermès Jardin de Monsieur Lee. This is a nice little travel size, so this one is almost running out. This Skin MD Natural Shielding Lotion. This is really good. When I get really dry, like painful dry, that my hands like feel cracked, it just feels really uncomfortable. So I bought this 4-ounce one on Amazon, and I need to take that one because I just need it. I'm also taking this. This is the Sol de Janeiro. This is the Copacabana Bronze Glow Oil. Since I'm going to the beach, I'm also gonna be doing a lot of sightseeing. I might wear some shorts or like Bermudas, and I don't want my legs to look super pale. So that's why I'm bringing this one. Of course, I put it in a Ziploc bag because if this spills, it can definitely get nasty. Of course, I need some sunscreen. This is the Shiseido Ultimate Sun Protection with 50 SPF. And then this is also a lip balm that has 35 SPF. I did consider taking like tanning lotion, but it's just such a big bottle. I feel like I'll just buy it over there in Spain and just take it right before I get on the cruise because I just can't carry anymore. I have this really cute Venus blazer, this razor. This is a really cute size for travel, so this is definitely going with me. I like to take the poopery. This is always good when you're rooming with people. You just leave this on the toilet so they can spray it, and that way it smells nice and good. This you can get at Ulta. Taking some Aveda body oil. This is a beautifying composition oil. It's a nice small container, but I love to use oil when I get out of the shower. And then I always like to travel with Johnson's baby shampoo. This I like to use in case I ever get some eye allergies, to wash my eyes out with this. It also works to clean your brushes, so it's multifunctional, but this is, I especially take it because if I get bad allergies, this is the solution. From Sol de Janeiro, I'm taking this sample of the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream. This is one of my favorite body creams. And I got the sample too of these. This is the Kula Sun Silk Drops. I've never tried this, but since I'm gonna be taking a cruise and I'm gonna be in the sun a lot, I thought that this would be a really good time to test this product out. That was everything that is in this side. And now we go into this little case. Here I just have some Q-tips, which I just kind of shove in here. And then over here I have some smaller tweezers, some little scissors. That's all that's in here. So that's why you definitely have to check that in. And then in here I have the more boring products, like a little face wash, deodorant. I always take baby powder. I always put it in a Ziploc because baby powder gets very messy. I take some alcohol, which I always have to take. Some hairspray. Leave-in conditioner. This is the Caviar CC Cream leave-in conditioner. Dry shampoo is definitely a must. This is a living proof dry shampoo. I also have this heat protectant spray. This is from the brand Kai. This is the 44 Iron Guard. Got this on Amazon, have never tried it before. I have for the hair a small little deluxe sample of the Moroccan oil treatment. This is always good for the hair, and a little dental floss for travel. So this is everything that is in this bag. This is definitely going to be checked in. This is also heavy and has a lot of liquid in there. Then here I have some extra toiletries that I also like to take on my trips. But these, I don't really put them in any makeup bag or anything like that. I kind of just spread them out and divide them up in my luggage, like in little nooks or spaces. I kind of pretty much put these in there separately. I take the cotton oval pads from CVS. These I go through like you have no idea. So I'm taking one of these, and this is just squishy so you can shove them anywhere in your bag. So this is the conditioner that I'm going to be taking. I actually just put the silicone mix in here. It's not really the Revlon one. Those are both great, but I ran out of the Revlon one and I just used the container so that I can take the other ones to travel. Of course, I put it in a huge Ziploc bag because this definitely can spill and can get messy. I don't want it to get on my clothes, and I just like to put it in one individual Ziploc bag, and then this you can pretty much put anywhere in your luggage, just on any little corner that you can fit it. For shampoo, I also have another separate Ziploc bag for my shampoo. This is the Aveda Shampure. This is the 8.5 ounce one. So this I definitely use up on the trip because this should last me the 2 weeks. Probably not even, but if I need to get some more shampoo, I can always use the one in the hotel and the cruise. But I think this is a pretty good size to take for travel. I always take my soap in one of these soap boxes. So here I have a brand new soap for the trip. Then I also take this. This I just got on Amazon. This is great because you can put your toothbrush and your toothpaste in the same exact container. I thought about taking my electronic toothbrush, but I just didn't want to deal with having to charge it with the different electricity voltages that you have here and in Europe. So I'm just taking a manual toothbrush with my toothpaste. And this can also work as a brush cup, so you can pretty much just set it down and use it as your brush cup while you're away. And the last item I may or may not take are these Bioderma makeup wipes. I'm not really sure if I need these just because I have a lot of the micellar water. I mean, these always come nice and handy, and you can also use them not just to clean out your makeup, but just to wipe anything down or wipe something on your hand. So I think I might just put these in a Ziploc bags and take them as well, depending. I feel like I'm taking a lot of stuff. So this is something that I also like to take on trips, are wipes. So that is pretty much it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this packing video of all my makeup and my toiletries. I will make sure to list all the products that I mentioned in the description box down below. If you had a lot of fun watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you go. And as always, I just want to say thank you so much for watching BLounge Makeup, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye.